सफीर पाकिस्तान आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान। सफीर पाकिस्तान।
Pakistan will need our help to rebuild.
Between Pakistan and the United States, this is the time to act and to act jointly.
An international television program that has highlighted the achievements of Pakistani Americans.
You're doing fantastic and amazing work that exemplifies the true Pakistani spirit.
Thank you, Safiri Pakistan, for the amazing work that you do.
The media plays a central role.
He performs incredible duties to the community of Pakistanis in America.
समाजी, सखाफती, इस्लामी।
We are committed to continuing this engagement and support as both of our nations work together to build peace and prosperity.
Safiri Pakistan has helped unite the Pakistani and South Asian American communities.
Safiri Pakistan has done a tremendous work.
I'd like to thank Dr. Khan and Safiri Pakistan.
Safiri Pakistan, all the best.
हर जगह, हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान के साथ हाज़िर खिदमत है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपने पहला रोज़ा रख लिया होगा और अब दूसरे रोज़े की तैयारी होगी। और हाँ, पाकिस्तान में और दुनिया भर में रमज़ान बड़े जोश व खरोश से सेलिब्रेट किया जा रहा है। और यहाँ अमेरिका में भी रौनकें बढ़ने लगी हैं। मसाजिद में तरावियाँ शुरू हो चुकी हैं, अफ्तारियाँ शुरू हो चुकी हैं और तादाद अफ्तार पार्टीज़ के इन्विटेशन भी जाना शुरू हो चुके हैं। मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये रमज़ान आपका बहुत ही अच्छा गुजरेगा। आप अल्लाह ताला से दुआ करें कि पाकिस्तानी अफवाज को दहशतगर्दों के ख़िलाफ़ कामयाबी अता करे इस रमज़ानुल मुबारक के मौके पे और पाकिस्तान को इन दहशतगर्दों से आज़ादी दिलाए ताकि पाकिस्तानी अवाम अमन और चैन की नींद सो सकें और पाकिस्तान तरक्की की राह पे गामज़न हो सके। रामदीन, आइए देखते हैं कुछ रमज़ान की झलकियाँ, उसके बाद आपको लिए चलते हैं बाकायदा प्रोग्राम में।
بالحب تلقاك البدور ضيف الأماني والسرور
رمضان ईमान, रमज़ान ईमान। रमज़ान ईमान है, रमज़ान इस्लाम का ताज है, रमज़ान बरकतों का महीना है, रमज़ान तक़वा है, रमज़ान इबादतों का महीना है, रमज़ान हमें मोहब्बत, क़ुरबानी, इत्तिहाद का दर्द देता है, ईमान में ताज़गी अता करता है। जब भी रमज़ान आता है दुनिया भर में आलम इस्लाम सजदों में, इबादतों में चले जाते हैं। अल्लाह बारी ताला ने इस माह को सबसे आला दर्जा अता किया है। हमारा फ़र्ज़ क्या है? रमज़ान को एक मिसाल बनाकर अपने सफ़ों में यकजहती पैदा करें, नफ़रतों को दूर करें, इख्तलाफ़ात को दूर करें और खुदावंद ताला से दुआ करें, ऐ मेरे रब, मुसलमानों का बोल बाला कर, उनकी हर परेशानियों को दूर कर, खुसूसन पाकिस्तान में होने वाले हालात को दुरुस्तगी की जानिब ले जा, अमन व अमान कायम कर। यही रमज़ान है, ईमान है। सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान आप तमाम लोगों को रमज़ान के मौके पे मुबारकबाद पेश करता है। अल्लाह ताला आपको रोज़े रखने की हिम्मत और हौसला अता करे, इबादतों में आपका वक्त गुजरे और अल्लाह ताला आपके रोज़ों को कबूल भी करे। आमीन। नाज़रीन, आज के प्रोग्राम में हमने दो एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यूज़ शामिल किए हैं جیسا آپ جانتے ہیں کہ ہمیشہ ڈیمانڈ رہی ہے کہ آپ خواتین کو بھی موقع دیں اور ان کو بھی اسکرین پہ لے کر آئیں, ان کے بھی جو کارنامے ہیں, ان کے بھی جو کام ہیں ان کو اجاگر کریں. تو آج ہم نے 2 خواتین کو شامل حال کیا ہے اپنے پروگرام کے اندر. ایک کا نام ہے فرح خان, جن کا تعلق اورنج کاؤنٹی سے ہے, اور یہ بہت ہی مدبر, انٹلیکچوئل, انٹیلیجنٹ ہیں, اور بائی پروفیشن شی از دی بایولوجسٹ, بٹ یہ بزنس بھی کرتی ہیں اور اپنے شوہر کو بزنس میں ہیلپ بھی کرتی ہیں. ان کا ایک ریسٹورنٹ ہے کیومن اور ایک ہے ولیج, اور دوسرا ان کی جو ہے ہالی ووڈ کیٹرنگ ہے. جو اسٹارس آتے ہیں, شوٹنگ ہوتی ہے, اس دوران ان کی کمپنی کیٹرنگ کرتی ہے. تو فرح خان کے بارے میں بتا چلوں کہ یہ بہت ہی فلنتھراپسٹ ٹائپ کی خاتون ہیں اور کافی سوشل ورک کر رہی ہیں. ایکچولی شی از اے ہڈن جیم ان اورنج کاؤنٹی. اورنج کاؤنٹی کے میئر سے اور سٹی سے بہت ہی کلوز روابط ہیں ان کے, اور یہ کافی خیراتی اور سماجی فلاحی کام میں بڑھ چڑھ کے حصہ لگتی ہیں. یہ پہلی خاتون ہے جنہوں نے میئر سے اور سٹی سے فائٹ کر کے ہیپی رمضان کے بینر لگوائے اورنج کاؤنٹی میں, اور اب یہ وہاں پہ کمشنر بھی ہیں. Now she is also the activist and she's also the part of the Orange County Civic Center as a commissioner of the community services. تو آئیے آپ کے لیے چلتے ہیں پہلے پروگرام میں اور ملاقات کراتے ہیں فرح خان سے. ناظرین السلام علیکم, آپ کا میزبان وقار علی خان پروگرام سفیر پاکستان کے ساتھ حاضر خدمت ہے. آج ایک اور ملاقات, ایک اور انٹروڈکشن. جب جانتے ہیں کہ سفیر پاکستان از نون ٹو انٹروڈیوس پیپل فرام کوسٹ ٹو کوسٹ نیشن وائڈ گلوبلی, اور ان ہنار اور انٹیلیجنٹ لوگوں کو انٹروڈیوس کراتے ہیں جن کا کوئی کسی بھی طریقے سے کنٹریبیوشن رہا ہو, اور وہ انسپائر کریں ہمارے ناظرین کو اور ہمارے آڈینس کو کہ انہوں نے کس طریقے سے امریکہ میں زندگی گزاری, کب وہ امریکہ آئے, کیا کچھ کیا اور کیا کچھ کرنا چاہتے ہیں. تو آج ہمارے ساتھ ہیں فرح خان. یہ فلنتھراپسٹ بھی ہیں, بایولوجسٹ بھی ہیں, اور آف کورس بزنس آئیکن بھی ہیں یہ, اور بہت سے کام کرتے ہیں. آج اس سے بہت سی چیزیں ایکسپلور کریں گے. آئیے بات چیت کرتے ہیں فرح خان سے. فرح خان السلام علیکم.
وعلیکم السلام.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
First of all, thank you very much giving me an opportunity to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm surprised and I'm very excited that this diamond is hiding in Irvine.
You're too kind.
And I really explored people, and I explored the people who really have extraordinary intelligence or work. And you have done a lot of work. And I was doing research about you, and your work and your contribution is really a lot. And it's going to be good information for my audience. جو ہمارے ناظرین آج دیکھ رہے ہیں ان کو آج واقعی ایک اچھی ملاقات ہوگی اور اچھی بات چیت ہوگی. تو first of all, I would like to ask you, when did you arrive in America?
I arrived quite a while ago, when I was about 2.5, 3 years old.
So you grew up here in Irvine or in Berkeley?
Actually, first we lived in Chicago, then San Francisco, and then the East Bay.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, about your education, about your work, job, what you're doing.
Basically, I grew up, in the Bay Area and East Bay, and then went to college at UC Davis. Graduated with microbiology and English literature, and from then started working at different biotech companies. Didn't work long in the laboratory because of my writing skills, I was able to progress on to regulatory affairs. And from there, my husband started his business. We moved to Southern California. I stopped working, and I found other interests, such as helping in the business, learning the ropes, then also doing a lot of community work and getting political.
regarding your job, you are a biologist, okay, and you're working about the, of course, FDA rule and regulations, and of course the quality insurance. Tell me about something very important you have done during your job.
You know, just the supervisory role, making sure that the new drugs that were coming out were meeting the requirements of the FDA and making sure that the people that got the products were safe products.
Okay.
So as a regulatory affairs, you're constantly working with not only the company and the production people, but also with the regulations.
Okay. You told me earlier that you quit the job and joined your husband as a business partner.
Right.
So what kind of business?
Well, he started off with the catering business. He's a chef, and now we have not only the catering business, we have 2 trucks and 2 restaurants.
Okay. Where are those restaurants?
One is the Village in Hawthorne. The other is Cumin in Irvine.
Okay. So the Cumin, how long you are running this Cumin?
Since 2011.
Okay. I think you'll be known as a Master Grill, don't you?
Gourmet Grill Masters, yes.
Yeah.
But we're rebranding.
That's
Yes.
that's how you're known for it.
Right, right.
Okay. So how do you become a chef, your husband?
You'll have to ask him how he became a chef. He loves cooking.
He loves cooking, so he started the catering business.
Right.
Okay, that's wonderful. And since how long you are as a business partner with him?
Since 2005.
What do you do actually?
What do? I do all his paperwork. I do his accounting. That's my job.
Okay, you take care of the back end work.
Back end, and then I also manage the Irvine location.
Actually, you also manage the Irvine location. Yeah, I saw that Cumin, a very interesting name, Zira. And Zira to आप चटनी में भी डालें.
It's in everything.
दही में डालें, साले में डालें, निहारी में डालें,
Right.
कबाब में डालें. जीरे के बगैर Zira is a master spice.
Right.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So where do you want to take this Cumin?
Take it as far as it can go. We're trying it out right now and exploring ideas. And so we'll see where it takes off.
Yeah. See that my interest talking to you today about your charitable work, about your philanthropic work, about your community work. First, I came to know that you work hard to get approved from the city of Irvine to hang the banner up saying Happy Ramadan.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me a little bit of story about that.
Well, it was, you see banners hung on the streets for all sorts of festivals. You see them for Nowruz, you see them from Christmas time, you see them for 4th of July. And of course, Ramadan is one of our major holidays. So with such a strong community here in Irvine, why not have banners? And of course, when you're dealing with the government, when you're dealing with people that maybe are unaware of what Ramadan even is, it becomes a little bit of an issue where you have to present yourself, present the idea, and get people to buy into it, to accept it. And basically that's what I had to do. The sad part is the community wasn't there, but they got to enjoy it.
They got to enjoy it.
Yes.
So there was any difficulties fighting for this, getting approval and...
No, I wouldn't say it was a fight, but it was definitely hard because there are some loops that you have to jump through. You have to make sure that what you're presenting meets all the requirements. Then you have to present it to the council and make sure that they're okay with it. And the regulations, who's going to put them up, what size are they, what color are they. So it's a long process. It almost took about 9 to 10 months just to get the ball rolling before we got the approval.
Oh, got approval. That much time does it take?
Exactly.
Okay. So how many banner was hanging?
We had about 44 banners going up and down the street leading to the mosque at the Islamic Center of Irvine.
Oh, wow. Do you have picture of those banners hanging on the pole?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You do? Okay. Zabardast. You the काम आपने बड़ा अच्छा किया. And recently I get to know that you are become a community commissioner. You recently appointed by the mayor and the councilman as commissioner of the community.
Right.
How this happen?
Really, it happens with hard work. Like I said, I like to do hands-on work. That's where I'm most happy. And, after a time, you go through many phases. You're working with different people. They get to know you. And when I was approached to take over this position, it was really because of the people that I know that sort of linked together and said, you know what, here's someone.
Yeah. You're quite a soldier, huh? Behind the scene.
I don't know about soldier.
Yeah. You're doing a lot of work quietly and effectively. You know, for this, you take a lot of community work and community lobbying. But mashallah, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, and you have done that job. Ramadan banner is a great achievement in Irvine as a Muslim lady. Really, the whole community is going to be proud of you.
I just wish the whole community would stand up and, you know, continue that. I mean, I don't want to be the only one doing it, and that's something that I really work hard on, is bringing more people in, and that's pretty much a struggle right now.
The audience, this is not yet completed. There's a lot more to come. Stay tuned with Safira Pakistan and GeoTV.
Liberty Law Firm, Immigration Law Services. We can help with U.S. immigration law, non-immigrant work visas, student F visas, green cards, work permits, asylum and refugee status, family immigration visas, fiancé spouse K1 and K3 visas, deportation and removal, U.S. citizenship and naturalization, prosecutorial discretion, deferred entry of dreamers, new waiver policy, and what to do if picked up by immigration. For more information, please call 909-576-6962 or 909-489-2289. Law offices of Pooja Patel Esquire.
So, another exploration about you. I'm digging and digging. And I'm getting a lot of things about you. What is the first drop?
First Drops is it's basically an organization that deals with interfaith, but for children. There's plenty of interfaith organizations for adults, and you see them everywhere. There's probably like 50 or 60 in each city. But when my children came to me and started asking me about the different religions or how they were perceived, it became important for me to bring them to the places where they would learn firsthand. And of course, when I started doing that, I thought other kids would benefit from it too. And so that's what First Drops is. It's an organization of children's interfaiths. And what we do is we educate the children about the different faiths. We do site visits. So once a month, we have a site visit planned of where to go. We've gone to the Sikh temple, we've gone to the Jain temple, we've gone to churches, synagogues, the mosque, we've gone to the Buddhist temple. And really what happens is the children go there, they see how they're practicing religion, they have a chance to ask questions and open up their minds and understand who are these people. And once they get to understand these people, realize that respecting them is at the forefront of being human.
Great. How this idea come?
From my own kids. Like, you know, when they ask you questions, things come up and you look around for help and there's nothing available, then you create it yourself.
This is your NGO actually?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, huh?
Yeah, 3 years now.
It is self-finance?
It is.
So you don't accept any donation, any chanda?
No.
Any aid?
No. Because we teach the children how to be self-sustainable.
Okay. That's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So tell me something big achievement in this First Drop. And when did you create this?
This was about 3 years ago. And you know, it just sort of happened, and I spoke to a few friends and I said, hey, I'm taking my kids to a church. You guys want to come along? And they came along, and then we, you know, just one after another, I started developing ideas of what can be done, how it can be done. And now we have an annual plan. Every second Sunday of the month, we go out and we feed about 150 to 200 homeless people.
Oh, yes?
In Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
Yes.
Your NGO's First Drop.
Yes. And they've been doing this for 2 years now, every second Sunday.
Well, how come we never spotted you? We never heard about it.
I'm on Facebook. I have a website.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, we have almost over 130 families that are in our organization. And we're expanding to LA now. And recently, we just got picked up by the Orange County Interfaith Network. They want to take this and expand it even further. So that's pretty exciting.
I see. So this first job is officially registered in Irvine, and is a corporation, or is it just?
It's not. It's just a nonprofit. But again, since we don't deal with money, we don't have to file a 501c3 or anything like that.
You don't need that. Okay?
I don't
That's a
need
good
it.
idea, नाज़रीन, कि ज़रूरी नहीं कि आपके लिए आपके पास 501c3 हो. आप बहुत से काम ऐसे कर सकते हैं कि चंदे के बगैर भी काम हो सकता है. आप खुद भी ये काम कर सकते हैं छोटे मोटे, और वो नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी हो सकती है. और जैसे कि बताया फराह खान ने कि दे नो नीड एनी डोनेशन और चंदा और पैसा और एड, वो खुद इसको सेल्फ फाइनेंस करते हैं एंड दे फील वेरी गुड अबाउट इट. इसके अलावा और क्या चैरिटेबल काम कर रही हैं आप? What you doing more?
Well, charitable work is more, something that I do, but I don't really announce it. But my other organization that I have founded is Muslimas for Justice and Peace.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. That's
basically, looking at what's going on these days, all the injustices that are happening, and especially here in America, you hear about where is a Muslim voice. And I think there's plenty of Muslim voice. We just don't get the media attention that we need. So this
we are here today.
You are here today, but we need more media attention.
More media attention.
Definitely. And so this is just to bring an uprising of the Muslim woman voice.
Acha, Muslim woman voice.
Yeah, to stand up for justice. There's many ways of doing it, whether it's by social media, exchanging ideas with each other, writing to your congressman, going out and protesting, joining other organizations. We partner with Code Pink. We partner with Interfaith.
Code Pink, what is Code Pink?
Code Pink is a big nonprofit that deals with so many different values. One of their biggest efforts is to end the drone program.
Okay.
And it's an American organization, and we, wherever they have events, we definitely support them. We also support.
So what other organizations are part of it?
Interfaith Communities for Justice and Peace.
Mm-hmm.
They recently had a rally and have been working very hard to close Guantanamo. We are with them 100% to do that. We have voiced our concerns, and we have spoken to many people, called the president, called Congress, and said, what are we waiting for? Why are there people still there?
Okay. So you are one of the activists about this movement.
Definitely. I work really closely with our Mexican population here.
Okay.
The immigrants that are being deported. That's a big issue that I feel very connected to because I value family. That's one of the biggest things for me. And when I see that parents, mothers, fathers, grown children are just being picked up and deported, and families are being broken apart, it's very, very disturbing.
Okay.
We definitely need to revisit our immigration system. We need to find a path for these people that are undocumented to become documented. I mean, you hear their stories. They grew up here, they were born here, and one day, dad's walking home and then he doesn't come home. Where is he? No one knows. He calls from Mexico and he's like, I'm in Mexico now. What does that family do? If you put yourself in those positions and you think about it, it's a very harsh environment to be in.
What about the Asian American families, like Pakistani's families? They're also facing, battered women, homeless women. There's so many other organizations here in California, which is women-based.
Right.
Asian American. Are you a part of it, or you are coordinating something, or you are doing something with that?
I'm always willing to coordinate or partner with any other groups. That's one of the biggest tactics about getting work done is to partner with other people. Just doing something on your own isn't always working, so it's very important to have that network and to be able to partner.
Are you the Democrat or Republic?
I'm independent.
You are independent?
Yes, because I believe both sides are sort of trying to figure out what to do. And until they figure out, I'm fine being in the middle ground.
Do you think that the Pakistani American or Muslim Americans should be actively part of the American politics and take part in elections and the school board, and as you become a commissioner or councilman?
Definitely. That's the only way to bring a positive change. You can't sit at home and complain about what the government is doing to you if you're not a part of it. And that's another thing that we struggle with. I'm actually on the board of CARE PAC, which is one of the biggest Muslim political action committees. And whenever there's an election, we send out our endorsement sheets letting people know who are the candidates that we should support. And they're based on interviews that we do. They're based on, us going out to them and finding out who they really are, who they belong to, what organizations they're linked with. And we do that research for the public and then let them know, hey, this is a good candidate for you to support. Or you know what, if we're not supporting them, let it go. Because one of the main things that we have to see is sometimes just because someone is good to you, they might not be the best representative for you.
Oh.
So politics is it's a very, you have to be really educated about it. And if you're not educated, you will make the wrong decision and it's going to come back and bite you.
Did you participate in mosque activity in Irvine Mosque because you're close to the mosque?
Definitely. Because of our Muslims for Justice and Peace, after Ramadan, I will be holding every other month meetings. I did the first one this year just to start it off, and that was guiding Muslim women into leadership roles. I brought in a previous commissioner that Melissa Fox came. I brought in nonprofit leaders. I brought in political leaders. I brought in educational leaders, and really had a nice group of women there that showed the other women how to get to leadership positions.
Excellent.
And that's something we want to continue throughout Orange County and LA County. And so once Ramadan is over, I will be working with the mosque more on getting more programs. And we have a list of programs that I've submitted, and those will be starting up soon.
Excellent. So this is the first, I'm coming back to the first drop. Are you planning to really expand this first drop globally?
Yes.
That's your dream?
It's not my dream. It's actually, I think it's a requirement. Because if we don't bridge the gap between what we know as adults and what kids are learning, we're going to be repeating the cycle over and over again. By the time they learn bigotry and learn to hate one another, then grow up and realize, oh, wait, I should like someone. We need to eliminate that period. So while they're young, if we teach them who everyone is and why we should respect them, they'll keep that in their mind. Because at that age, they're like sponges. They'll take everything in and they hold on to it.
Do you have any concern about Pakistan? And if you do have, what kind of concern you have?
I think the concern is that, again, I will say that people need to go back to the basics of humanity. Don't follow politics if you don't know what you're doing. Don't follow religion if you don't know what you're doing. Because people will tell you or misguide you and miseducate you, and that's what's really happening. There's a bunch of people who are miseducated about religion, about politics, and they're doing things that really don't match up anywhere. So really, you have to get down to the basics and look at the other person in the eye and say, is that a human being that I'm looking at? And do I have the right to do anything to that human being?
Farah, I have a question. Do you have any future political plan to become a political body? Like councilman, city person, board of director of education department, or going for bigger position, assembly or Congress?
I don't know.
Do you have any dream, thought, or if you have an opportunity and you think that you can take it?
You know, right now I take things day by day because I never know what tomorrow is going to bring.
Okay.
Every day, the next day you think you're going to do something and it changes and something else comes along. So my long-term goals I stopped making them. I go day by day, whatever happens, I take it and go with it. So we'll see.
So I'm coming to again on the Cumin, this franchise. You want to really grow this franchise. The new concept of the healthy food herb base.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first ever kind of natural food and natural herbs. That's why you're making your girls.
Right.
That's right?
Yeah, it's fresh meat, it's never frozen, and
halal and Zabiya.
It's Zabiya halal, yes.
So why you call yourself Farah Khan?
It's a funny story. It's my name is very unique, and growing up, it was a very teaser sort of name. It was like, oh, are you Shaka Khan? Are you Genghis Khan? Are you Kubla Khan? Are you the Wrath of Khan? And so I always didn't like it. So I would think, as soon as I got married, I would change my name. But as I grow older, I sort of grew into that name.
Okay.
And it's a very good name now for me because I know what I've gone through and what I felt before, and it doesn't bother me anymore. So I like to have it and have people question me like, oh, and the best one I always get is Louis Farrakhan. And I'm like, you know what? That's one last name. I have two names.
Okay, it's excellent. Tell me about your husband. How do you like him, and what is his plan, and where is he?
How do I like him? I like him. He's a good guy.
What do you like the best out of him?
I think the best thing is that he lets me be who I am.
Yes.
And, there's never any restrictions on what I can and cannot do. If I come up with a crazy idea, he'll be like, go try it out and see. And there are times where you try an idea out, it fails, sometimes you succeed, but he's always the one that's behind me, encouraging me to go ahead and keep trying.
Okay. Any good thing in your life, any worst thing in your life?
There's always good and bad. Like I said, I take it day by day.
What's your hobby?
My hobby, I like to read, which I don't get much chance of because I open the book and...
What about write?
I do like to write, but I don't have that much time right now because I'm so
you only
constantly
two hobbies,
moving.
Reading and writing?
Reading and writing. I love
Okay.
it, yeah.
That's your hobbies?
Those are my hobbies. They're boring, I know.
Hey, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to talk to you a lot, and really, I'm very proud of Farah Khan, and I'm very proud of Mr. Imran Qureshi, the owner of the Village restaurant. He is the owner of the Kiman, and he has a catering for Hollywood stars, TV stars, and many Hollywood stars. They're good, and he's not a proudy man. He's very simple, and of course, Farah Khan is a very simple person. And the beauty of that, I'm coming Irvine since many years, and I have seen a lot of parties, dinners, galas, fundraising here and there. I hardly spotted this lady, and I'm very surprised, and I'm very proud and very excited about breaking stories through the Safir Pakistan. And that is all about Safir Pakistan, to bring the people who really contributing in America, especially in the mainstream. And I'm trying to tell these stories. I'm trying to really convince our audience and our community leaders, people who talk all the time, mainstream, but it's not talking. You have to act. You have to bring action online. Okay, like Farah Khan. She's in Irvine's resident. She's a part of the city. She's a part of the Muslim community. She's a part of the interfaith community. It's a very good idea. That's why you have to be friends of every community. So you not be discriminated, to get along.
I would love to see more of our community members, especially our younger community members, to step out into roles that maybe they're not comfortable with, joining interfaith councils, joining political issues. And the best way to do it is especially this year is an election year, to get involved with someone, whether it's someone that's locally running or running like a district. Get involved in that campaign and become active and learn how it's done. We need more people to be involved in this.
Thank you, Mr. Farah Khan,
Thank
for
you.
your time and your concern. Good story.
Right.
नाज़रीन, तो ये थी फराह खान. मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको इनकी बातचीत पसंद आई होगी, और अगर आपकी कोई राय है और आपके कमेंट्स हैं तो प्लीज़ यू वाचिंग सफीर पाकिस्तान ईमेल एंड प्लीज़ कॉन्टैक्ट, डू नॉट हेजिटेट. थैंक यू वेरी मच. अल्लाह हाफिज़. नाज़रीन, तो वक्त है आपके मशहूर सेगमेंट लोकल ग्लोबल. नाज़रीन, लोकल ग्लोबल में आज हमने शामिल की है रमज़ान की कुछ हाइलाइट्स. इसके अलावा जैसा कि जानते हैं कि साउथ एशियन बिजनेस अलायंस काफ़ी अरसे से काम कर रहा है. मोहम्मद इस्लाम जो हैं वो अनथक कोशिशों से और उनकी काविशें हैं कि वो साउथ एशियन बिजनेस कम्युनिटी को एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे जमा करें, और उसमें कामयाब वो हो चुके हैं. अभी हाल ही में इनकी अवार्ड नाइट हुई थी हार्बर क्राउन प्लाजा होटल में, जहाँ पे मैक्सिम बैंक की डायरेक्टर ऑल द वे वाशिंगटन DC से आई थी, और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी स्पीच की और काफ़ी लोगों को अवार्ड भी दिए गए. तो आइए देखते हैं ये रिपोर्ट. साउथ एशियन बिजनेस अलायंस की सालाना आशाइये में ताजरों की एक बड़ी तादाद ने शिरकत की, जो हर साल कामयाब तरीन ताजरों को अवार्ड से नवाजती हैं. और ये देखते हुए कि इनकी आला कारकर्दगी क्या है और साउथ एशियन का अमेरिका में माशी کنٹریبیوشن کتنا ہے.
Board of Supervisor Don Kanabi just announced last week that there's a $24 million fund available for summer youth employment. So, if you have a business in Los Angeles County, please take advantage of that. It's not money that has to be paid back, but it's money. It's a grant for youth between 14 and 21 to get experience in the workforce and hopefully become better, more marketable employees once their time comes to join the workforce.
My name is Prakash Pancholi, and we welcome you all at this Saban Award night. All the awardees were very carefully chosen, and we want to give a push to youth, entertainment, and youth in invention, monetary, money-wise. So we are one, and thank you so much, and please enjoy your meal.
I'm a small business advocate. Within Metro, I am the person who makes sure that you, as small businesses, get to learn all the products and services that Metro buys, that Metro needs, and to show you how to work with us.
Saban is now a member of an organization called Metropolitan Transportation Business Advisory Council, short known as TBAC. And TBAC is an organization that's made up of organizations like our organization with the sole purpose of being the champion.
It's all about relationships. I happen to have gone to a very nice school. I went actually from a community college to an Ivy League school. And the difference between the two is that I had to work really hard in community college to get a good grade. And what I found about being in an Ivy League school is that the best education I got was the connections I made for life.
The first organization I'm with is the Cal Asian Chamber, and we're a state chamber that helps Asian businesses grow.
I came to the United States permanently in 1998, and that is when Saban actually took its birth. I started working with American Express Financial Services in year 2000 as a financial advisor. And my supervisor said to me, if you want to be successful in this business, what you need to do is to go out and network and get yourself out there in different business communities as well as networking organizations.
Asia Pacific is critical to achieving my highest priority, and that's creating jobs and opportunity for the American people. With most of the world's nuclear power and some half of humanity, Asia will largely define whether the century ahead will be marked by conflict or cooperation, needless suffering or human progress.
Paul Binder is the owner, operator, and entrepreneur of Express Employment Professionals.
And this business, from the background that I have in England, where I worked first of all with South Asian women fleeing domestic violence, one of the things I used to say to them was, because in England you have a lot of welfare benefits and so on, was get a job. Even if you're going to be worse off at the end of the week financially, there's something about having a job that's good for you feel valued, doors open for you.
I would like to recognize and thank Muhammad for putting together this wonderful evening.
Especially thanks to Muhammad for involving me in Saban and keeping in touch and encouraging me to continue and being involved in Saban.
I'm going to be talking about my good friend and colleague, Muninder Birdie, who is the president and founder of Birdie & Associates since 2006. And they have distinguished themselves as being an engineering firm par excellence, but not just only specializing in engineering, but also systems integration, technology, software development.
I went into business in 2006. I cannot articulate that how difficult it is to be a small business, to try and first survive, and then to try and grow.
And the women in America, in the business, playing key and vital role. Today we are proud to introduce one of the women, founder and president of Mars Service Inc., successful entrepreneur, wife and mother, the one and only Rubina Chaudhary.
The children with so far zero loan for their graduate degrees, and sitting here with the company that I have here in this room, and I couldn't even have imagined this, and I'm so grateful.
इस मौके पे मैक्सिम बैंक की डायरेक्टर पैट लू सदर ओबामा की एक्सपोर्ट डिवीजन की एडवाइज़र हैं। इस प्रोग्राम की नोट स्पीकर भी थीं। उन्होंने अमेरिका से एक्सपोर्ट करने वालों को फाइनेंस और एक्सपोर्ट्स सरमाई की खिदमत भी पेश की और जियो से बातचीत करते हुए कहा, I have a Pat with me. She is advisor from the Obama administration to the Maxim Bank. Is that right?
Yes, I'm on the board of the Export-Import Bank.
Today she's really given a detail about the Maxim Bank, really. And I'm in America since many years. I don't know much about Maxim Bank, but today really I got truly educated. What is the role of the Maxim Bank and how the Maxim Bank can help the people who really want to export the American product to anywhere in the world to increase labor, manpowers, economy. So here is the woman behind the whole project. So what is the good news for the Asian Americans?
Well, I think the good news for the Asian American community is that more Asians, 3 times more Asians, are exporting than non-Asian firms, and the Asia Pacific region is very robust and growing. It represents about 55% of the world's population and a very significant percentage of the world's population.
I see. So how do you take that? What is the role of the Asian American in American economy?
Yes, I think that the Asian Americans own businesses have some special strengths in terms of exporting. Many speak a second language, a second Asian language. They also understand the culture, and they have long relationships in the countries of their origin. And that combined with the quality of the American product, the Made in the USA brand, makes them very well equipped to export into the global marketplace.
So tell how easy to be work with the Maxim Bank to become a good exporters.
Yes, our speed is our theme at XM is government at the speed of business. So we work very hard to facilitate support so that companies can export and also sleep at night. And what that means is that if you have accounts receivables, in other words, we can help to ensure your receivables so you're sure that you can get paid at the end of the day. If you need working capital, we can help to provide you with guarantees for working capital. And also we will help finance buyers. And through this whole combination of packages, U.S. exporters are able to extend credit to their international buyers, as well as to fulfill the terms of their contract because they have cash on hand.
ये प्रोग्राम साउथ एशियन की तिजारती और माशी खुशहाली के लिए साल खिदमत अंजाम दे रहा है। अमेरिका में रमज़ान पाकिस्तान से एक दिन ही पहले आगाज़ हो गया। नॉर्थ अमेरिका में रमज़ान को नहायती अक़ीदत और एहतराम से मनाया जाता है। अमेरिका और कनाडा में हज़ारों मसाजिद हैं जहां बाकायदा मुफ्त इफ्तियार और बाकायदा तरावी होती है। कैलिफोर्निया की वॉलनट इस्लामिक सेंटर में भी रमज़ान को नहायती अक़ीदत से खुश आमदीद कहा गया। आज माशाल्लाह पहला रोज़ा है अमेरिका में, तो आप कैसा फील कर रहे हैं?
माशाल्लाह आज पहला रोज़ा है और हम फॉलो कर रहे हैं हमारे काउंसिल शुरा को, और माशाल्लाह बहुत से लोग आए हैं। हमारा बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम है आज। पूरे हमने एक सऊदी अरब से भी हाफिज़ को बुलाया है और वो बहुत अच्छे कारी हैं, और हमारे पास यूसुफ हैं, और हमारे पास हर रोज़ अफ्तार है।
वीकेंड पे जो है ख़ास तौर से फ्राइडे, सैटरडे और संडे, तो हमारा प्रोग्राम सुबह सहरी तक।
तो कैसा लग रहा है आपको आज पहला रोज़ा है?
आज माशाल्लाह काफ़ी रौनक है, यहाँ तकरीबन 300 के करीब लोग हैं, और अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि सब ने एक साथ रोज़ा खोला है यहाँ पे।
It feels exciting. Like I was actually waiting for it because I get to see all my friends again during Ramadan, stay up all night, play basketball.
All the 13s?
Yeah, I will. Inshallah, I will.
It was good, alhamdulillah. It was a good experience. I'm just excited for the rest of the month. Yeah.
You're going to keep all the rozas?
Yes, inshallah.
inshallah.
So how do you feel today, the first Ramadan, mashallah?
I make me feel very excited for like what's to come for the rest of the Ramadan. So it was good.
You can learn more about Islam and religion and Sawm and Salat.
Yeah, I'm actually here for I counsel a youth group, so I actually help the youth like learn about the religion.
What about the youth?
For the youth, they learn like more about religion, and like it's more based on like what they go through during high school these days, and like just like getting together with other youth their age and like becoming closer to one another.
I feel great. I hope Ramadan will be for 24 months straight.
Straight, huh?
Straight.
What about you?
The same.
It's good, yeah. It was easy. It was very easy, and it was, yeah.
Are you going to keep all 30?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
So what are you learning in Ramadan?
About Islam and how to fast properly and to worship Allah.
What about you?
To worship Allah more, and it's the month of worship, to worship, to read Quran, and to do things more and do extra things to get more good deeds in Ramadan.
Liberty Law Firm, Immigration Law Services. We can help with U.S. immigration law, non-immigrant work visas, student F visas, green cards work permits, asylum and refugee status, family immigration visas, fiancé-spouse K1 and K3 visas, deportation and removal, U.S. citizenship and naturalization, prosecutorial discretion, deferred entry of dreamers, new waiver policy, and what to do if picked up by immigration. For more information, please call 909-576-6962 or 909-489-2289. Law offices of Pooja Patel, Esquire.
नाज़रीन, तो आप देख रहे थे अपना पसंदीदा प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको प्रोग्राम पसंद आया होगा, और हाँ, अगर आप भी समझते हैं किसी को हम यहाँ स्क्रीन पर लेकर आएँ, इंट्रोड्यूस कराएँ, प्लीज़ डू नॉट हेजिटेट। जब जानते हैं कि पाकिस्तान डे, इंडिपेंडेंस डे, पाकिस्तान डे परेड एज यूजुअल गोइंग 9 अगस्त ऑन द स्टेबल सेंटर LA लाइव, जिसमें आपसे दरख्वास्त है कि पाकिस्तान डे परेड में बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा लें और पाकिस्तान डे को भी कामयाब बनाएँ। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आप कोई स्पॉन्सरशिप देना चाहते हैं, बूथ लेना चाहते हैं, anything, please contact the organization of the Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce and UFPID. तो प्लीज़ डू नॉट हेजिटेट, बढ़ चढ़ के हिस्सा लें और इसको कामयाब बनाएं, और एक तारीखी प्रोग्राम होना चाहिए आप लोगों के तमाम ताउन से। तो नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वक़ील खान आपसे जाया चाहेगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।